After that cool start this morning, it's really warming up across the valley. Look at how pretty it is outside. We see a lot of blue sky from our Sky 5 camera in McAllen and just a few clouds overhead, really not limiting that sunshine by any means. But you may notice that the camera is shaking back and forth. It is very windy outside. Let's go back to the map. I'll put the current wind speeds on the map here, and you can see that if you're in Harlingen or Raymondville, your wind speeds are sustained. That means constantly blowing out of the south right now up to 39 miles per hour. It's pretty strong in Brownsville, near 28 miles per hour. The farther west you go, in McAllen, where our camera, kind of close to where our camera was, 18 miles per hour there. A little bit less in Rio Grande City, but still elevated this afternoon. And when you put the wind gusts on there, this will give you a better idea of how gusty it is. You're probably thinking, wow, it feels stronger out there. And you're right, it does, especially down the I-69E corridor. It's going to be rough out there for your commute if you're headed out to lunch or even maybe an early drive home. Look at this, 48-mile-per-hour wind gusts, near 40 in Brownsville. Looks like Cameron and Willacy County will have the strongest winds this afternoon through at least 3 or 4 o'clock. By the time you go to drive to home, it'll be a little less breezy, but not completely. The upper valley will still have wind gusts, but they'll be closer to the 30-mile-per-hour range. You can see the forecast wind chart puts the purple color closer to the coastline, and it actually extends up into Kennedy County this afternoon. So very, very windy conditions there, and things could get nasty if things could start to fly around and actually fly into people's yards. So just be watching for things flying across the road when you're on your commute to lunch or back from lunch. Temperature-wise, it's pretty warm out there. We're in the upper 70s in the lower valley, mid to upper valley. We're talking about the low to mid 80s, and it's going to get a little bit warmer. We're continuing to draw in a lot of warm and moist air from the south. So you see these arrows here. Well, the cold front is draped across North Texas. It's not going to get here. In fact, it'll stay to our north. We really don't have too many changes in the forecast. The only thing that we're going to continue to see are the winds out of the south to southeast, and it'll draw in a little bit more moisture each afternoon. And let me tell you, the warmth stays around for a while. In fact, when we look at your temperature trend, looks like 84 degrees or 83 degrees today, going up to 84 for tomorrow and Thursday. By Friday, that's where we start to see a few changes. Notice it was 82 on the board. You're thinking that's not a big change, but actually what's happening to our north, we'll have a front that'll stall. So as it stalls ahead of the valley, basically what we're going to see are thicker clouds overhead, and we could start to get maybe a few sprinkles on Friday, and that means very isolated activity. I'm not talking about widespread rain by any means. As we head into the weekend, more changes are on the way. It'll still be cloudy, warm, and breezy, but the cold front that is expected to arrive early next week, it's weak, but it will increase your rain chances up near 30% Sunday night going into Monday. And it looks like it's still going to be rather cloudy for Martin Luther King Day, but no major temperature difference just yet, where it's only slight changes, because notice that this cold front, it does say it is rather weak. I'll show you how to impact your 7-day forecast in just a minute. Looking at your coastal forecast, we do have a small craft advisory for the Gulf waters through 6 o'clock tonight. If you're along the bay, you need to use caution. It is very choppy out there, and we'll see elevated seas up near 5 to 7 feet. The farther offshore you go, the stronger those winds are. So please be careful. If you don't have to do any boating today, really don't. It's going to be very rough out there. Warm and breezy for the next several days. In fact, we'll stay right around 84 for Thursday, dropping to 82 with a shower possible for Friday. Your rain chances are around 10%, but it does increase up to Saturday, going to 20%. Notice we're still in the mid 80s, and then here we go. Sunday, cloudy and breezy near 82, but your rain chances will increase up to 30%, and that's how we'll stay to the early part of next week. Looks like Martin Luther King Day is going to be rather cloudy with high temperatures near 79. No major temperature difference just yet. I think that'll happen on Tuesday, but still, it's not going to be a very strong Arctic front like what we just saw. We're looking at a very small cool down. That's your updated First Warn 5 forecast. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.